Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 7 of Beyond Earth Rising Tide. Things are going fairly well. I'm not really feeling threatened at the moment. I'm sort of managing. Again, I will remind people I am playing on a really easy difficulty level, because I was just basically trying to work out how on earth this game works again. But yeah, things are going relatively well, I think. Just trying to get my colonist over into a safe spot so that we can get them onto a city up here somewhere. I think is going to be excellent, providing there's nothing too nasty around. Bureaucratic cities, right, you want to go for that. So is that something that I give? That must be one of my things. We'll accept it, because it's basically free power up here. So let's just quickly go back into the diplomacy. Look at... my personality traits, my agreements. Yeah, so these are the agreements that I can give. I can also give these agreements as well. The estate tax. There's like a few people have got those. So is it a good time for me to try and get something from you now? We're making decent money. But we could make more money. 25 per turn. We'd still be making a net gain in diplomatic capital. How much are we currently making per turn in energy? 21 per turn. Let's go and enact that and see what happens. So we'll go back to you. And we want this. Oh no, they must seek another way. Ah, they're not willing to do it. That's a little harsh. Why put the offer there then, if they won't even allow us to do it? That seems weird. That shows who everyone's cooperating with. So these two are cooperating with each other. Okay then. Does anybody else have the same or similar agreement? Probably not. Well, you do, don't you? You don't have quite as much. Would you be willing to do it? No, they won't do it either. Now, is there a button to sort of say, how can we make it work, like there is in Civ 5? I can't see one.
What do you propose?
And also noticing that they've completely removed, at least as far as I can tell, they've completely removed any way to make a... Your energy sector needs a comprehensive overhaul, which is giving us a decrease in respect, which is probably why they're not doing it. They're also losing their diplomatic capital, which is probably why. So let's have a look at these different things here. So allied, you need to have enough fear and respect to get someone to ally you. New agreements are available, and previously available agreements are more effective. Trade between factions is more effective, and if one faction goes to war, the other will automatically go to war, which makes sense. Cooperative, again, it's new agreements. Factions, trade gives better resources. Factions share open borders. So if you cooperate, you instantly get open borders, right? Because I was wondering, where are all the options gone that allows you to buy open borders and sell resources and things like that? They don't exist. They've gone. So the diplomacy has been complete. It's not just that this stuff has been added. Diplomacy has been completely overhauled. Okay, never mind then. We'll just save up and use that stuff to buy things. So, Illimuir, or whatever this place is called, that is done. We should definitely get some trade depots going, because we don't really have any trade routes going, and we so totally should. You guys are staying there. You're protecting. Looks like that siege worm is going away, so everything else looks okay. You can just go on to alert. You're going to work on the titanium mine for sure. Wow, okay. So, those guys have declared war on each other. That's the... I can never remember what they're called. The Slavics and... Oh, I've forgotten the name. It's terrible. The Slavics and the ARC. There we go. So they've declared war on one another. Fine. If they want to kick the crap out of each other, it saves me any problems. 14 turns away from getting Xenomass well, so we need to find something else for our workers to do. Plenty of other places we could get some farms going, I suppose, so let's go and do that. Siege worms back again. Still not finding a lot of reason to build, to move my cities around. It does seem kind of pointless. We can get you up there on that turn, so let's do that, and we will cover you with this alien. You're still working on that, then you'll need to heal up. I guess I'm not too unhappy that they've completely changed the way that the diplomacy works. I mean, it's a nice change, isn't it, really, to do something a little bit different. So, yeah, I don't really mind that. See, we've got some more alien scarabs up here. I don't think they're going to be too much of a problem. We can easily defeat them with this raptor bug anyway, but they may go around the other way and leave us alone. No, they're going to come up here and be a pain in the arse. That's fine. They've actually just suicided themselves, which is pretty epic. So we can safely move over here now. Unit needs orders. Right, where did I send you? You are on... Oh, you're building that farm, aren't you? Okay, fine, let's go ahead and build the farm. You're just going to stay there and hope that siege worm leaves you alone. You can move one more tile, but you're not going to because you're protecting the thingy. Expedition has been completed. Team salvaged the wreckage of a crashed satellite of some kind. It has protected a cache of information from its observation in orbit, which your expedition team relayed immediately to your scientists for analysis. They're able to do this, do some preliminary research on a distant technology called alien ethics. So basically just gives us a boost to science. And we got another old Earth relic as well. But we're not going to use that just yet. I want to get that progenitor one and then we'll see what we can do. Okay, so we have finished the trade depot here, so let's go straight away and get ourselves a trade convoy so we can set up some trade. Well, we want to go Harmony, don't we? We've already decided that, so let's go for Harmony. We need to await further contact. I think it's a quest that was in the original game anyway. So that's what that was. We didn't get an artifact from that. That's quite weird. We don't have any more expedition modules, so we do need to GTFO. Need to bring this guy back to the city and get a new expedition module. We can come out to this crashed satellite if we're quick enough. You finished that one. You also are out of modules, so you need to come back to the city, and then we'll go and get that derelict settlement there. Now then, let's get you guys up here. I'm trying to take a path that avoids me having to stop in miasma for the time being. It seems like the sensible thing to do. So you can do nothing. But yeah, I think this would be a good spot.
Während wir gemeinsam voranschreiten, werden die, die unsere Vision teilen, einen hartnäckigen Verbündeten finden.
Well, that sounds very German. So, you've got a lot of deals going with that Slavic guy. You two really love each other. Not too sure whereabouts you are. So, you're the Interger people. That's fine. What unique traits do you have? Agreements cost 50% less Diplo capital. Oh, that's quite a good bonus. Gain 5 science when killing a unit in combat. I guess that makes them probably quite hostile. City trade route yields. Cost to purchasing units and buildings with energy reduced by 10%. Okay, fair enough. Oh, those two are at war already. Okay, fine. So it looks like everybody's fighting everybody else. Well, if they want to continue doing that, I don't mind. We have discovered a station. Okay. Not too sure where we discovered that station. Let's start working through things here. So what's this? Establish a trade route or ignore their requests. It would seem our business with the augmented is not over. So we can either get energy and science, or we can get harmony, culture, and energy. Well, let's continue going for the harmony. That's what we want to do. Destroy the new augmented station. That should be pretty easy, considering that it's right next to us. And I don't think these things... Well, I'm not sure how much they can attack. Let's get you out of here. Let's just destroy this thing. We will take damage from it, but I think it'll take a lot of damage. Oh, wow, we took a lot of hits from that. We need something ranged to be able to deal with it. I also don't particularly want to be right next to this flipping siege worm either. So we may end up losing a unit there. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. We'll continue doing with you what we were supposed to be doing, which is working out the best place to settle a city. which I'm currently thinking here puts us in range of the geothermal. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be coastal, which means we wouldn't be able to trade with it. If we built it on this tile, that puts us in range of the geothermal. It gives us a coastal city, puts us in range of the titanium, the fibre. 1, 2, 3. Puts us in range of the fruit. 1, 2, 3. Puts us in range of that titanium. I think this is the spot we want right there. You're going to skip the turn. So probably going to lose that alien to that thing. Let's have a look, see what we can do. We've got quite a few things that we need to sort out here. Definitely getting an auto plant isn't a bad idea. There again, we're up on health. We're losing some money. Let's go ahead and get one of those tidal turbines. 1 health and 4 energy for 8 turns worth of production. That seems more than reasonable. You guys didn't actually get attacked, and that siege worm seems to have gone away. Let's start moving you guys into position. We'll back you out because you've lost health. And you guys can't really get in there. You're at full health. We need to sort of surround that unit, really. We can get you to there in a single turn. Oh, what have we found here? We found a wrecked colony lander. Oh, well, we definitely want to go and get over there. I think that's on one of our new priorities. We definitely need to get our fingers out with these guys. We do want to try and keep a unit on this if possible, just to stop these guys from nabbing it. What else do we have? You have built that mine there. You can build geothermal wells. So let's go ahead and do it. Raptor bug. Do we have movement on the colonist? Yes, we do. We can't get up there, though, because it's marsh. That's fine. Brilliant. We'd also grab geothermal up here. Yeah, I think that is going to be the perfect... Was it that tile? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's going to be a perfect tile. What's that? That is just forest, grassland, miasma, the usual stuff. You've got your expedition module back. I want to get you up to here as quickly as possible. So much so I'm not even going to bother healing you up. I'm just going to run straight back with you. Yeah, we don't have agreement cancelled. Okay, lots of new things popping up that I'm not necessarily ecstatic about. Let's get you guys back home. You guys are going to just sort of tag in and out. So, can we actually do any damage to this on this turn? Probably not. Still don't know where that siege worm has gone. You need to heal up, so let's get you in the miasma and get you healed. We'll try and attack with all 3 of them on the same turn. We want to move into this tile. This is where we're going to set up shop here. Found an outpost. We still need to wait for it to build, so we'll leave our alien there just to protect them. You can heal up, I guess. Well, some of our actions certainly do seem to be annoying the AI a little, but it would appear we have some aliens. We can easily defeat them, though, so that's not a problem. So what have we got? You guys are heading back home. If we get you up onto that hill, then we can get through the miasma on a single turn. You can get to there, you guys can just swap positions. You'll be fine. Yeah, if we attack with both of these, we'll probably get wiped out. So we need something that's ranged. In fact, I've got an easy way we could deal with this. So let's do that. We've got our gunboat, which is this one. Can you not sit on that tile? Can the cutter sit on that tile? Yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our cutter on this tile. We're going to use our gunboat, and we're actually going to attack from this tile here. So we don't need to worry about these guys, really. So you guys can just sit there and do nothing. You guys are also just going to sit on alert and not pillage that nest. You guys are also going to go on alert. That should work. Wow, someone's completed the Stellar Codex. Oh, okay. Increasing respect is going up with her. That's good, I suppose. Develop a virtue. What do we want to grab here? 25% production towards building buildings which you already have built in your capital. That's not a bad idea. I've already got most of my useful buildings built in the capital, and I am starting to build them in other cities. So that's definitely a good one to grab, I think. It's basically the Roman unique civilization bonus from Civ 5. So we want these two guys to swap places. Do you still have a movement left? No, you don't. You have gone and built whatever it was that I asked you to build there, which was a farm. Still 3 turns off getting that Xenomass well. What do we have here? 2 Xenomass and 2 Xenomass. Neither of them particularly great. What about this one? 2 Xenomass. I think we will work our way over there and grab that one first, though, because it is going to be right next to our capital, so that'll be slightly better to work. You are going to get over here as quick as you can. We've got a lot of Xenomass around, actually. We've got that coral. That coral's a little bit too far away for us to work. Actually, 1, 2, 3. No, it isn't. We could buy that tile. So, we probably do need to start buying some tiles. We are making money. We are going to want to buy the one where the alien nest is. In fact, what are the yields on that? Let's just go ahead and buy it straight away. So we've purchased it. It does give us some basic yields. I wonder what that's going to do now that it's in our borders. And we also want this because it would. Oh, that gives us energy. I thought there was one that gave us science. It's the vents. It's those things. That is out of range, unfortunately. We could always have another city up here. 1, 2, 3. That's actually in range of Deep Castle as well. In fact, as that is in range of our capital, let's go ahead and just buy our way out to that, because then we can get our capital to work it. So, what have we got? You guys are all just sitting around. Let's just put you guys to sleep for now, because I don't really have a use for you. People seem a bit upset by the number of cities that we have. I don't care too much. Choose production. Deep Castle has finished the auto plan. Excellent. So, I did say I wanted to get some more units. Let us go and grab another cutter's probably not a bad idea. Let's keep some melee units going, because that will hopefully stop the AI from declaring war on us. You're also recommending a cutter, but there's quite a few buildings here that we could really do with. Let's go ahead and get that Tidal Turbine for 6 turns. Give us some more money and some more health. You are now heading your way back here because you need to heal up. You are my cruiser, so you're going to keep heading your way around here. And you are the guys that are now heading over to that. It'll be interesting. You guys are just going to stay there and be on alert. Trade Convoy. Right, where are we going to send you? Don't have any stations that we could go to. We could use some internal trade routes, or we could go for some external ones. Could gain a lot of science if we did that. We'd certainly benefit more from it than they would. We could try and grow our outpost more quickly. Or we could send food and production to our capital. Or a little bit of food and production to one of our our other city. They've really nerfed these now. You used to get so much food and production with internal routes. They're not as good now. Not too sure that we need. Oh, the science gain could be useful. Let's run the science for a little bit. Also, over here, yeah, we also need to get the trade place built over here as well. The trade depot. So we'll make sure that we're doing that. Agreement cancelled. So there's people cancelling their agreements with us. We're back down to this 13 Diplo capital. We might be able to find something that we can do. Let's go and have a quick look through the diplomacy before we end this video. We're still cooperating.
Namaste.
Let's have a look at some agreements with you.
What would you have?
It would be nice if we could get this extra money. We don't have the 25 capital per turn, though, which is the problem. So we're going to have to find a way of making a little bit more. What do you have? Because we haven't really looked at these. +1 energy from strategic resources. Science cost for technologies that unlock units are reduced by 10%. Well, that's quite useful, but it's something that I'd only bother buying just before you were going to do one of those technologies. Otherwise, it's a bit of a waste. War score points increased by 10%. +3 diplomatic capital from your capital. So why would I be spending 3 capital per turn to get 3 capital per turn? If I was cooperating or allied, then of course it's going to be a net gain. But as it stands, it'll just be a 25 capital loss. So that's a little bit of a strange one. Alright, well, we shall play on. You can't build the Xenomass well yet. You're going to skip a turn because you can build it next turn. You are going to work your way around to that tile. You are going to... should just put them on sleep, really. What have we got? 20 minutes. We've got time for one more turn, and I've already clicked the button, so we'll carry on. Quite a few aliens around here, actually. We've discovered alien sciences. That's good. We can now build the Xenomass wells, which is what we want to do. We've got to choose a new science, though. What's it recommending here? What would we get from that? Actually, Gene Gardens could be really good. It requires level 2 impurity, so that's no use. It's a shame. Science, capital, and health. A cloning plant could be useful. Requires a workable, improved source of Xenomass, but we'll certainly have some of those going. And the ectogenesis pod. Yeah, let's go for genetic design. Why not? I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, so I might as well just pick something at random. You should be able to build that Xenomass well now, and indeed you can. We're also going to need to get one built up here as soon as our other guy's finished. You're going to be working on that. 5 turns. You should be set to sleep. And I've clicked next turn again, so it looks like we are having at least one more turn. Only 12 turns for genetic design. It's not that bad. We have our explorer here. You are now going to head out back to this one. Now you've got your expedition module. And you can now reach the... Wow, you only have a range of 1? Really? Or is it because that hill's in the way? Flip. I hadn't counted on that. Okay, fair enough. Let's bring you back over here. And then what we're going to do instead then... We're going to run one of these beetles over to protect this. And we'll use these guys if we can. We'll try and attack with these guys. Because they do a lot more damage. Again, I've clicked next turn again. I realise that I'm doing it, but I shouldn't. We shall end after this one. If I remember. There's no guarantee that I will. So, we have finished our cutter. We don't have the improved Xenomass yet, so we can't really do that. Another cruiser, I actually agree. That's not a bad idea at all. Let's make sure we've got plenty of ships out here to protect ourselves from anybody who might be against us. What would we like to build here? Well, trade depot. 3 turns for a trade depot. We definitely want to get that up and running. You're just going to go on to alert. And before I accidentally click the next turn button, I am going to end there. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Rising Tide. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.